Patriots fans, and welcome to your go-to source for everything happening in New England football. Today is the day we've all been waiting for, the official kickoff of Patriots training camp. There's no better way to get the engines firing than by starting with some truly outstanding news. Stefon Diggs has been cleared to practice. After suffering that brutal ACL tear last October, most players would need every ounce of time to get back, and at 30 years old, the odds can feel even steeper. But Diggs attacked his rehab like a man on a mission, pushing through every session, every painful exercise, every step on the treadmill, determined to return stronger than ever. Coach Vrabel didn't hold back when asked about any restrictions. He firmly believes Diggs has zero limitations as of now, and the buzz around Gillette Stadium is electric, knowing that the alpha wideout will be lining up right beside Drake May. When the pads go on. Drake May, of course, has been at the center of attention ever since the offseason began. New faces in the wide receiver corps, reinforcements along the offensive line, whispers of big-name pass rushers. It's all part of the blueprint, designed to give him the best possible platform in his sophomore season. Yet what stands out most is what happened between the last OTA and today's first full-team practice. Instead of using the 5-week gap for a prolonged vacation or just dialing back, May chose to use every waking moment to forge a genuine bond with his playmakers. One of the most revealing moments came when tight end Hunter Henry shared how May gathered the entire receiving room and backfield right after minicamp, urging them to treat those days like gold. More reps, more chemistry building, more late-night film study and off-field hangouts. Henry, a true veteran of this league, didn't mince words. He talked about how May's leadership felt authentic, how the room wasn't just going through the motions, but actually believing in what their young quarterback is building. That emphasis on culture has become the rallying cry for this team. Mike Vrabel has stressed that if the Patriots can harness the spirit that was established during those early summer weeks, they won't be just another team on the schedule. They could emerge as a genuine force in a competitive AFC East, pushing the Bills and the Dolphins in a divisional race. That promises fireworks from the opening whistle. The idea here is simple. When trust runs deep, every snap, every route, every block and every tackle becomes more than just practice. It becomes a statement of intent. When the pads meet and the whistle blows in front of a sellout crowd at the banked corners of Foxborough, the cohesion that was built in sweat and shared meals will reveal itself in the form of crisp timing, explosive gains, and relentless pursuit of the football. But as we celebrate the cohesion on offense, there's another storyline brewing on the other side of the ball. Edge rusher Trey Hendrickson, fresh off a Pro Bowl caliber run in Cincinnati, has parked himself in Florida, refusing to attend camp until he secures a multi-year deal with guaranteed money befitting his status among the league's elite pass rushers. His holdout has already stretched into weeks, and as August looms, the whispers around NFL circles suggest he might carry this standoff all the way through the preseason. If the Bengals don't blink on the length and guarantees he demands, teams like the Patriots will be circling, ready to pounce. Imagine pairing Hendrickson's relentless motor with the talents of Keon White and Harold Landry, an edge rotation that could wreak havoc on opposing quarterbacks. It's the kind of upgrade that shifts the competitive balance in a division where every sack and pressure can be the difference between victory and defeat. Meanwhile, the Patriots brass is acutely aware that even without a headline-grabbing addition, the roster they've assembled is brimming with candidates itching to prove themselves. In the quarterback room, May's leadership is bolstered by the seasoned presence of a veteran backup who knows how to guide a young signal caller. Behind them, an intriguing blend of youth and experience jostles for practice squad roles, each player hoping to catch fire in the preseason and carve out a spot in the backfield. The ground game looks explosive, with a dynamic trio combining power, speed, and versatility to keep defenses honest. And don't underestimate the importance of a fullback who doubles as an H-back, offering Kyle Shanahan-style motion and mismatch potential. Even within Josh McDaniels' pro-style scheme on the perimeter, that chemistry with Diggs will be under the microscope as he lines up next to the rookie who torched defenses in college, the steady veteran who makes every catch look routine, and the returner-turned-slot dynamic weapon. When you see those silhouettes on the field, Diggs running precise breaks, May's eyes scanning the defense, defenders scrambling to keep up, you'll understand why the Pats invested so heavily in that room. Behind them, young receivers who stood out in camp last year will be looking to graduate from special teams aces to genuine offensive contributors, knowing that every drop or blown route could be the difference between making the opening day roster and watching from the sidelines. As for the trenches, this year's group feels like the deepest unit on the roster. The projected starters are veterans with Pro Bowl upside, but the depth charts read like a who's who of flexibility, guards who can slide to center at a moment's notice, tackles who have bounced around the league yet never lost confidence, and rookies who earned rave reviews from scouts after their first padded practices. The message is clear: if injuries come calling, there's a plug-and-play mindset ready to answer. Defensively, the secondary has an intriguing rookie corner who's already shown shutdown potential against team drills, backed by an established star who turned heads with his interception totals last season. The safeties, anchored by a tackling machine whose highlight reel hits redefine the term punishment, are joined by a newcomer whose ball skills have drawn comparisons to the league's top free safeties. And in the box, a versatile linebacker group blends pass rush prowess, run-stopping grit, and coverage skills in a way that demands triple teams or else. On special teams, continuity reigns with a veteran snapper and a kicker who nailed every clutch attempt in the spring game. But let's not forget the cheeky punter whose booming boots can pin rivals inside their own 5. The potential hidden gems, undrafted rookies who've been sensational in camp workouts, practice squad holdovers who suddenly look bigger and faster, and maybe one or two positionless athletes who could redefine how Bill Belichick likes to deploy chess pieces in the coming season. All of this adds up to a roster that, on paper, looks ready to take the next step. Of course, the real test will come when the preseason kicks into high gear, when the pads go on full speed and every rep is magnified. Coaches will be watching who wins one-on-one matchups, who communicates at the line, who climbs the depth chart through sheer will, and for us fans, there's nothing better than those early August nights under the lights, watching hopefuls chase a dream, veterans assert their status, and rookies make the kind of athletic plays that remind you why college was such a spectacle. So, buckle up, because this is only the beginning. Training camp is where legacies are reborn and new chapters are written. When you hear the whistle blow, know that every snap you see is the culmination of months of preparation, grit, and ambition. The pros and cons of every play, every catch, every sack, and every block will ripple through September, October, and beyond, shaping a season that promises drama, emotion, and, above all, the relentless pursuit of excellence that defines Patriots football. Stay tuned right here at Patriots Hub, and keep those comments coming. Tell us who impressed you today, who you think will rise from the pack, and which storylines you're most excited to follow as we count down to opening day. As the pads come on and the whistles grow sharper, attention naturally shifts to those players clawing at the fringes of the roster, the individuals whose names you might not recognize yet but who could flip everything upside down if they seize their moment. You'll hear about that cornerback who moonlights as a special teams ace, the undrafted rookie linebacker who has outperformed veterans in one-on-one drills, or the wideout whose hands seem magnetized when the ball comes flying and during team periods. These are the stories that fuel training camp fever, the under-the-radar performers who remind you that every year, at this time, the dream of making an NFL roster is alive for anyone willing to outwork, outthink, and outcompete the guy standing next to them. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a stunning twist that's sending shockwaves through the NFL, whispers are swirling around one of the league's most explosive wide receivers, Tyreek Hill. Rumors suggest that Hill, who has been a key figure for the Miami Dolphins, might be on the verge of abandoning the Sunshine State to join their longtime rivals, the New England Patriots. This possible move is causing quite a buzz among fans and analysts alike, as the Dolphins and Patriots have historically been fierce competitors in the AFC East. Hill's electrifying speed and playmaking ability have made him a cornerstone for Miami's offense, and the thought of him switching allegiances has left many questioning what could be driving such a bold decision. Could it be a new challenge, a more enticing contract, or perhaps a desire to shake things up and prove himself against a different set of opponents? Sources close to the situation hint that talks have been quietly progressing behind the scenes, with the Patriots eager to bolster their receiving corps and add a dynamic weapon who can change the course of games in a heartbeat. Adding Hill would certainly be a game changer for New England, whose offense has been searching for a consistent big play threat to complement their quarterback skill set. For Miami, losing Hill would be a significant blow, potentially forcing them to rethink their offensive strategy and find new ways to generate explosive plays. Fans of the Dolphins are understandably anxious, watching this saga unfold with bated breath, wondering if their star will indeed take the ultimate step and join the division rival. Meanwhile, Patriots supporters are buzzing with excitement at the mere possibility, imagining Hill donning the iconic navy and red, racing down the sidelines and creating highlight reel moments in Foxborough, is enough to ignite dreams of a revived Patriots dynasty. While nothing has been officially confirmed, the NFL world is watching closely, with speculation running rampant. Will Tyreek Hill make one of the most shocking moves in recent memory and jump ship to the Patriots? Only time will tell. But the potential ripple effects of such a transfer could reshape the balance of power in the AFC East for years to come. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.